Hey, um, it's been a minute and I have been dying to get on here and talk. I hope that the sound of I don't know why my laptop is running like loud. The I don't know what you call it. The fan is so loud and it's right next to my mic, and I hope that it's not coming through on the mic. I can't trust these levels anymore on my camera because it doesn't really actually show me the levels on my mic. Anyway, I have been. Oh, hi. Good morning. Can you tell me if you can hear me and if I'm okay? I'm always anxious about not being okay, about sounding off, about being off, blurry, all sorts of stuff. Always worries me on here. Can you tell me? Oh, okay. I don't know why that happened. Anyway, so there's a few things I wanted to talk about. So randomly, I just heard about. I used to follow Philip DeFranco back in the day. I was one of his million subscribers back in the day when he first started out. He was giving all sorts of random news, updates on all sorts of stuff. Recently, I don't know how, but he got into my like feed again, and through shorts or whatever. And he talked about the Delta flight going to Spain and how someone had like a really bad case of diarrhea, like explosive diarrhea on that flight, and they had to turn back to Atlanta. You see the video footage, and it's really going down the aisle. Like the number two is going down the aisle. I'm guessing this person like was running to the bathroom from the back to the front, or from the middle to the front bathroom, and he just couldn't contain. That shit looked like a nightmare. And the way that the passengers described it, like it was like the nastiest thing ever. Like the smell, of course, the smell. And then they put some kind of vanilla scented air freshener or whatever, or cleanser, and it smelled like vanilla number two. Like someone said it smelled like vanilla shit, and I was laughing because yeah, it's easily imaginable. I think oh my god, like you hear about all the wild things that go on flights, and for me the scariest thing is the violence on flights because you're in a contained. It's just like being in a train and a fight breaking out. I get super scared because we're all stuck here together. There's no exit. Um, anyway, so I just was like, damn, that sounds nuts to go through that. And then I thought about the crew, because you see the crew like really putting down sheets and kicking the sheets, like trying to clean without they're using their hands, without getting too, I guess, without getting too close. Because even if you put gloves on and you try to clean, your face is close to this, and you're in this, enclosed thing, and it's toxic. It's biohazardous, which is why they went back. Like that was the reason they went back, because it's biohazardous. Um, anyhow, so I'm like, they better get paid something extra, like some kind of bonus, some kind of something that says thank you. You went above and beyond, and you didn't have to, and you did. Um, I'm always impressed also by flight crews really doing the thing, like really taking care of their passengers, like people that are in hospitality, which I guess I would say a flight crew is in hospitality. They are like, to me, like I give them mad respect when they actually do their job and really care and try to help you. I've been on recent calls lately, and people have been like extra nice to me, and I'm like, can you tell them like I need the kindness that I needed? Like I am severely stressed out. But anyway, so yeah, I just thought that was wild, and I had not heard about it. I watch New York One. I love New York One. They're my peeps. That's what I watch every morning. And I watch it so much with Sol. Like that's what we do first thing. And she knows the little commercial breaks, their little songs for, doing their theater. They talk about theater and arts and news and local news. And she knows all the in-between skits. She's so funny. And you know what she knows too randomly? AMC. You know how Nicole Kidman has the AMC intro, and she's been on there for like a minute, and I think they need to change it already. But she knows it. She knows everything that Nicole Kidman says in the AMC intro when you go to the movies. It's hilarious. I recorded her the other day. We saw Paw Patrol, but she walked right out. She was like, not for me. She never liked Paw Patrol. Anyway, moving on. So I really wanted, oh my God, I've been dying to talk about Ebony K. Williams on here. I love Ebony K. Williams. I am a fan. I love that girl. I think she's smart. I think she's funny. I'm just so impressed by her. I think she's someone to admire. Oh God, these ads keep coming up. I think she's someone to admire. Anyhow, so so recently she went viral. Okay, she went viral a while ago with a bus conversation about a bus driver. It turned into a working class conversation. I want to talk about that too, but in a minute. She went viral recently for saying that, or for advising young women, and she spoke to the Black community specifically. So I have an opinion on this, just because I feel like everybody constantly wants to attack her. And I think I think it comes down to, like, it always boils down to me to gender wars, even if it's women attacking her. It just, I don't understand. If you listen to the advice that she gave, it's nothing to attack. There's nothing to attack. She said, let me play it for you because I really want to get it right. And I don't want to misquote her at all.
The reality that needs to be said out loud is that as Black men age, their desirability increases. Thus, their optionality of women is always expanding. And the exact opposite is true for Black women. As we age, doesn't matter how much money we accumulate, our degrees or professional accolades, the reality is that our marriage and partnership market value is depreciating with every passing year. No matter how good we look, no matter how fit we are, men are still seeing primarily our presumed dwindling fertility as a knock against us. And speaking of fertility, that is another reason that I want younger Black women to seek marriage and partnership in college or right after, if that's what they choose. Because the number of college-educated Black men is so low when compared to Black college-educated women that we're all going to be targeting the same small pool of men. And as we heard today, on most campuses, there's like 7 Black women students for every 1 Black man student. Y'all do the math. So here's my advice. If you are a young Black woman in college and you know in your heart and in your head that you want to prioritize family, I suggest that you simultaneously pursue that MRS degree right along with that BA or JD. Because the handful of Black college-age men that actually do desire to get married soon, and they do share that value system, and family is a priority for them too, y'all, that is an incredibly small pool, and it's shrinking as you get older. And by the time you reach my age, 40, you will be faced with different choices relating to life partnership and motherhood. Now, I'm not saying that delaying marriage or motherhood is a bad option, but it's one that comes with its own consequences. And our women deserve to know on the front end of their decision making instead of on the back half.
I can't understand, except to say that people didn't listen to the whole thing or that they didn't really listen. My stomach is going to growl. It feels hungry. I hate that because I feel like it's so loud and it's kind of embarrassing. But I'm not eating until I'm done with my water. You know the rules. I feel like, can you hear me? Can you tell me, please, if you can hear me? Good morning, by the way. And please let me know if you can hear me. A lot of people get shy on here. They don't like to talk. That's okay. But when I need help, I need help. Anyway, so I think that the issue is that people don't listen. And that happens sometimes. Like, people don't pay attention to details. I sometimes don't. I'll go to the supermarket. Like the other day, I thought I was grabbing ají dulce and I grabbed Jamaican hot peppers. They look identical. So I just, and I come home and I'm making my soup, which needs sofrito. And in sofrito, I put the ají dulce. And I just randomly, without reading anything, instinct told me, take a bite. Take a bite of this ají dulce, which is a pepper. I took a bite, instantly hot. And I'm like, okay, I got the wrong thing. And I kept it out. Instincts are like that, though. They're just so wonderful, right? It's like the God in you. Anyway, so with Ebony K. Williams, I feel like I think people don't like her just because she's smart and she don't need nothing. And she don't need nobody. I mean, she needs we all need, you know what I mean? But she is top tier. And I think people want to pull her down. They want to bring her down a notch. I think that's why she's not liked. And I think those people are mainly men, but definitely women in there too. But okay. I think that she is giving advice to you if you are the type that wants to marry and have a family, and you know it. And there's so many women that know this at a young age. I didn't. I did not want any of this. I didn't care for it. It wasn't on my mind. And again, it's because of what I've seen. This is Ebony's experience. She is 40. She has frozen her eggs. She's on the journey to become a single mother. She is an educated woman. She's on TV. She's on a podcast. She has a law degree. This is her speaking, advising women coming down the same path she came down, that want a family. If you know you want a family, this is what I've seen. These are the facts. This is what I've been through. Here's what you should do. That is someone giving advice to someone if they want this thing. To me, it sounds like if you are business-minded and business-oriented, you're like, and by the way, when I get on live, I get like I lose my words. I forget my words. It's a nerve-wracking thing to be on live sometimes by yourself. I think like it's not OD crazy. It's just like I'm by myself here. I wish I had someone to talk to so that it can be easier flow, not all on me. But anyway, um, she's giving advice. If you're a business person and you understand this is how you get in the game, she's telling you how to get in the game early. Like this is golden advice. If I was this person, wanting knowing that I want a marriage, knowing that I want a child, knowing that I want this partnership, which I think is a beautiful partnership. I think it helps you in life to have a partner in your life. I am down for it 1000%. Life is much more smoother, not easier, smoother. You know what I mean? When you have a partner. But anyway, so she says, if this is you, and suddenly everybody's upset and I cannot understand it. I'm like, yo, Shane, if it's you, if it's not you, it's not you. Fine, go, be free. Don't have a man, don't have children, go. But if you want this, like my friend Frances, shout out to her. Hey, Miss Chrissy, can you hear me? Is everything okay? Hey, boo. Hi, how are you? Can you hear me? There's a delay. I try to make like no delay in the comments, but there's like a 60-second minimum. I have to wait. Like there's no option. But let me know if you can hear me, if everything is good. Anyway, so I think that I also told myself, like, I look back at my lives and I tell myself, this is what I could do better. And what I could do better is wait before reading comments, because then I get thrown off and I forget what I was talking about. Anyhow, my friend in high school, Frances, shout out to you. I love you. And it's been years since I've seen her, but she knew. She always wanted marriage, husband, partner, children. And that's exactly the path that she followed in high school. Well, out of high school. Like she met her man in college. They got married. They had, like, the last I saw was two beautiful girls. You know what I mean? She got the life she wanted. She knew what she wanted and she went after it early. She didn't wait to go after it. And that's another thing. I don't think that you should necessarily wait either. You are putting yourself in harm's way. Audio is good. I agree with you. I see her point, but think the only issue I have is that the same advice is not given to the men. They also have to. Oh, girl, that's where I'm going with this. That's my exact point. If you want to go down this path, you go down that path and you try to find that beautiful man. And she talked about the men that are in this state of mind as well. But I hate to be this person and I hate to sound this way because I swear my heart is open. Like my niece told me the other day when you were on live, I was shocked to hear you say that your heart is open to love. But I feel like if you let the horrors that you face, the horrors that happen to you control your future, you're fucked. And I don't want to be effed. And so I'm trying not to curse on live because I don't know what will get me cut off. I've been there and I've seen a guy at that age. I've been with a guy at that young age and I've built and built and built and then I got tossed away. You know what I mean? So nothing is guaranteed. Definitely. You never know where it might lead. But if that's what you want, then sure, go for it. And this is the advice. Fertility is a real thing, though science helps. For me, what I'm seeing is just that men, it's just that they just want younger women. The successful men in this world, you rarely see them with a woman on their level, meaning at their age or even their tax bracket. You just don't see it. They want what the eyes see. They want simplicity. This 12, 25-year-old isn't going to bother me. I'm going to buy her a purse. I'm going to buy her this. I'm going to buy her that. And she's going to sit there and be quiet and be happy. And men at that point, I think, they just want an easy, simple life. They don't want drama. Even if they're fucking cheating on you, they don't want drama for cheating on you, things like that. So when she talked about that, I say, yeah, that's good advice for girls that want marriage. What's the problem? Let me see. And the ratio, again, that's huge. Like she's saying, if you want an educated man, if you want a certain type of life, it's 7-1. And this is the Black community. And these are the facts that I'm taking from this woman. I don't know. I'm not searching the Black community and how the college stats, what are the college stats? She's saying it's 7-1. You want to know this. You want to know this before you go in the game, so that you can be better prepared to go in the game. She's just giving you the facts. I think that it's good. I think what she did is good for the person that needed to hear it. You understand? I don't think that you should do it. Here's my take on it. I think that you should build your community and let that man come to you, and hopefully he will. But again, if you are just thinking, I want my family, I want my man, then you go ahead and you try to, make that happen earlier. The earlier, the better. But for me, in my personal experience, I think a team is it. I think you build a team, you build a community, you build like a really strong bond, a really strong friendships, your connections in life, emotional, educational, financial. You just build that early. That's what I wish someone told me at a young age. Build your connections early. You need people in your life, period. You don't like the people in your life? Fine, cut them off, but find good ones. Place yourself in the map where you can find these people, because these are the ones that's going to take you to the end. You know what I mean? Because when you talk of marriage, unless you're truly business minded and business oriented, the emotions are involved, and with emotions comes anything and everything. Okay, but yeah. So, oh, and that's another thing she said, like, which reminded me of. All right, when she talked about the options that men have, it reminded me of something Duval said, or I don't know if he said or he quoted someone else, but he said, "You're only as faithful as your options," and that's true. It's so sad, but men are creatures that they don't lead with their heart. They hardly have heart. They hardly have heart. Like they can't stomach a lie is what I mean by they don't have heart. They don't have grit. They don't have none of that. You think they do, but they're worse and even more emotional than you are. So they the penis is in control. Like I follow some people, or I see some people online rather, that are like lawyers and divorce lawyers, and he's like, he recently had he had a case where like this really like senior man, like 70 something year old man, like divorced his wife, and then got with a new young girl. And he's like, damn, like it made him feel like hopeless. Like we're going to be ruled by this thing, like this, you know what I'm talking about, forever. Like this man is senior, super old, but living this life still. Like we have no hope. Yeah, you're only as faithful as your options. So I say start young, start early if that's the life you want. I agree with Ebony. It takes me back to the bus stop conversation. So the bus driver conversation. And this one really had me going because I'm like, what is happening here? What is happening here? Why is everybody so offended? You know how people say, I will not date, like this whole men, gender wars, blah, blah, blah. How they say they won't date a baby mom. Okay. Okay. There's a certain kind of man that a single mother needs. And if you're not it, okay. That's how I see it. And at the same time, just so you know, I understand why they wouldn't date a single mother, because there's a lot that comes with that. Period. With me, I have cut all ties. There's nothing. I'm not like chasing this man. I'm not like trying to be with him. I'm not sleeping with him. I don't understand how exes do that. Like to me, it's like you violated me. No. If you violated me and you don't want to like you don't even want to say sorry, you don't want to work on the abuse you caused me, there's no way I'm spreading my legs around you. Like I'm wrapping my legs around you. Not happening. But anyway, it comes with a lot. So I understand who would want that. Here's the funny thing that I'm going to say on live, and I don't care. I will not date a man with kids. Why? Because now if you don't feel me here, then good for you. Like you have like a nicer, simpler lifestyle, and people around you are probably decent. But the baby daddies that I know, every last one of them are dirty community D. Okay, like. And it's like, what is the percentage here? I understand that I'm in a bad place and the people that I've known are just gross and they have no values and morals. I know that. I'm aware of that. They don't care about family. They don't have children to have a family. They have children to lock this woman down, which is another conversation. Like everyone thinks women lock men down. No. You know what I mean? Like I would not date a single man unless Jesus from the sky comes to me and tells me, hey, I have a friend for you. I saw that on the internet a while ago and I laughed because it's true. Like, I'm not going there because in my brain, you're one of these guys who probably sleeps with his baby moms, or you have issues. You probably don't like to pay child support. If you don't like to pay child support, I think very little of you. Like your child is fed. His mom or her mom is okay. What's the problem? You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to love it because it kind of sucks. This is your money, right? But this is also your child. And this is how they are cared for every day with this woman. How can you hate it so much that they're okay? You know what I mean? I won't date a guy with kids. I will not. Like, it will have to be like every woman in his life will have to come to me and tell me he's a good guy, Isabel. He's great. He's wonderful. It just didn't work out with us. We just wasn't in love. His sister, his mother, everybody's going to have to come to me and tell me he is worth it. And then maybe I'll give it a chance. But this conversation where guys are like, I won't date a single mom, it hurts a lot of single moms. And you see single moms on the internet like really bruised and crying over it. And I'm like, yo, He ain't talking about you. It sounds like he's talking about you, but you're not just a single mom. You're more than that, right? So exclude yourself from that. When Ebony K. Williams said, baby daddies be out in these streets, girl, the most. Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you, Miss Chrissy. Baby daddies be out in these streets the most. Exactly. I don't even want to get into it. but they see, I lost my track of mind. That's why I told myself don't look at the comments. but okay, when Ebony K. Williams talked about like the bus driver stuff and everybody was going nuts, like all the white collar people were offended. I couldn't even watch her on the Breakfast Club after that because Envy was killing me. Envy was killing my spirit. I can't watch people like Envy because Envy, to me, his biggest issue, unfortunately, because his name is Envy, is ego and insecurity. That kid, that man is oozing out of his pores in my eyes. I think he could be such a wonderful person because he has bagged a wonderful person. Like his wife, I listened to her on the podcast, Lip Service. I think she was on Lip Service, and she was so good, like just a good human. And I'm like, you're good. You're the thing that hopefully can help Envy get out of that insecurity and let that shit go, whatever it is. Anyway, when she talked about the bus drivers, and she was like, I'll date him if he owns the bus company or whatever, if he owns the bus. What's wrong with her having those type of standards? I saw nothing wrong with that. Yet everyone gets offended. And I'm like, if I'm a bus driver and she says, I don't want to date a bus driver, I would say, okay. It doesn't make her a monster. It doesn't make me pathetic. She just won't date a bus driver. I don't think she's looking down on them. I didn't get that at all. And I think she did say with a swag and an attitude because she knows her worth. And she has this heavy, heavy crown on her head and she loves it. She places it there every morning. You know what I mean? She probably doesn't even take it off when she goes to sleep. She wants something out of life. She is after something out of life. Why can't she be after that? Why can't she be after? Why was everybody so angry and so offended? You are a bus driver. You get up every day. You drive a bus. You get paid. What's wrong with that? Be proud of who you are. I think if you're proud of who you are, you really stand on your grace, on your own freaking pedestal, then she will not bother you. Like it will not bother you that she said that. I took the bus all summer long to go to the pool with my baby because we live in the pool in the summer. And there was a bus driver and he's really nice. I talked to him. Hey, what's up? How are you? What's up? I wanted so badly to record him and to talk to him and to put it on a YouTube video to upload it and just ask him, what do you think about that Ebony K. Williams? Because I do think that, of course, with the internet, the negative is amplified. And so I'm like, it just cannot be that everyone is super offended. Like, and then I went out again and I went to like a bar, Boulevard Bistro, when I went out, and I was there by myself, and there was a bus driver. Like he just got out of work. He was in his bus driver outfit, and he was there just having a drink with his friends. And I wanted to ask him too, but I get so nervous sometimes. I don't know. That would have been a great little, bold move on my part. But it's just, I don't know, maybe if it's just me, and I think maybe it is like a self-love issue. But I'm not easily offended and rattled like that. Like, I'll give you another example. I was watching this girl who I'm actually watching these girls now because it's just, I love to see this world where that does not exist to me. I don't know anyone that's a kept woman. I've never been a kept woman. You know what I mean? I'm like, let's see I'd like to hear them talk. And some of them have a lot of great things to say. So recently I couldn't sleep, obviously, like a lot on my mind, a lot on my brain and my heart. And I saw this woman, what's her name? I think she's called The Kept Life, or something like that. And she's giving all this advice and telling you don't have to struggle. Like, I have a husband who pays all the bills, who takes care of me, makes me breakfast. We have a nanny, we have a babysitter, and he has like, what is it called? When you make money in your sleep, I forgot what that, passive income. He has passive income, so he doesn't have to clock in 9 to 5. I don't have to clock in because he makes a whole lot. He's like a millionaire or whatever. And they have children, babies, but they have a nanny. So they're super living an easy life and not stressed. That's not really like what I desire. I don't think I would want a nanny. Even if I can afford one, I don't think I would want one because I don't want anyone around me and my kids. And in my home, my home is so personal to me. I do not want strangers in here. Anyway, so she's talking, and then she mentions that she has a stalker, this woman who hates her guts, like hates her. And then she starts going through this, like how she stalked her on TikTok and all the things she posted. Oh, I just got busy. That's that low blood pressure. She talks about how this woman, like, they just created all these accounts to stalk her on TikTok and lie about her and say all these horrible things about her. And then she went to the woman's page and she took like a screenshot and she started making fun of her pretty much. She said, look at her white fridge and look at her Goodwill outfit. And I laughed. I have a white fridge. That's the fridge that comes with this apartment. You know what I mean? Like that white fridge is so funny. But I'm still in my white fridge phase of life. I don't know. I want a cute vintage looking one, like the cute. I forgot what they're called, but I'm not paying for that shit. I have a perfectly functioning fridge. I'm using it. Goodwill. She talked about her Goodwill outfit. I do believe that people get pushed and they say ugly things, even if it's not who they are. But you push people, you know what I mean? You push people. She talked about her Goodwill outfit. I chuckled. I live in Goodwill. I love Goodwill. I go to Goodwill because you get good quality of clothes for next to nothing. Okay. Not anymore though, because everything is Fashion Nova. It's horrible. But that's why I go to Goodwill. And also because I can afford it, right? Like I cannot afford Gucci shirts and Gucci sneakers and Gucci socks. I cannot afford that, right? Yet I did not get offended. And I'm so happy that happened right before I made this video because I can say that. I can say that people say things that I do and it doesn't offend me because I love me. I think I'm great. I know who I am. And I don't think this woman is having a personal attack against me. I don't think it's about me. You understand? People just speak according to what's inside them, like what's going on with them. Their journey in life, and her journey is this bitch is stalking me with her busted outfit and her white with her white fridge. You know what I mean? Like you gotta laugh. I laugh, and I like her for the most part. It's good to give these people that you think you won't like an opportunity to just hear them out, because what she was saying and what the other women that advise girls not to be suckers are saying, I think it's on point. And I think girls mainly need to hear this because a lot of girls, like romantic girls that lead with their heart, I'm there. Like I'm very like, if I love someone, I really love them. You know what I mean? Like I've only loved one man my whole life. Okay. But I think that advice that they give, there's something to get from that. They have something to offer. And so randomly I listen to them. I just listen to all sorts of random stuff. Like recently, yesterday I saw a TED Talk on AI, disinformation of AI or something like that. And it was a really good TED Talk. I think you should listen to it. It's something they posted yesterday. But anyway, random. I think the issue with everything that goes on the internet, the uproar and the anger, has to do with the individuals and the community itself, because there's nothing, Ebony said, nothing to be offended by. If it's not you, if you don't seek a husband, good for you. Focus on whatever it is you want to focus on and really focus on it. If you really love something and you focus on it early on in life, you will be so happy in your adult life. But no one tells you that. No one fans those flames. Like, if you are a gifted artist at a young age, like if you're interested in art at a young age, let's see where that goes. Let's fan that flame. No, instead they try to force you to learn math and force you to do this and force you to see what I'm showing you that is my gift, and then let's work with that. Anyway, different topic. But yeah, so I love Ebony. Here's the thing with Ebony. It's the same thing with like all the other people that I like on the internet. Like I love what's her name? Don't Call Me White Girl podcast. I love The Read. I love Getting Grown. I love, of course, The Friend Zone. I like so many things on the internet. I love these people. I don't agree with what they say 100% of the time. Of course not. I'm an adult. I have my own brain, my own feelings, my own experience, my own 2 cents. But it doesn't make them bad when I disagree with them, right? So if she says something you don't like, go on TV or go on your computer, turn on the thing and say why. But give it like a listen. Give it a real listen. Because if you see that she's saying something, it's not quite what you probably heard the first time. You know what I mean? Listen to something more than once. I'm like, all the clues that stuck out to me, especially the main clue was, if this is what you desire. Simple. I don't think it's a bad thing. And again, like she's 40, I think. And she just turned 40 and she's frozen her eggs. She's seeking out single motherhoodship. She probably doesn't want that. So she's probably like, I wish this is what I would have done sooner. And this is just my guess. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I wanted to talk about. I don't know why people get offended. I guess that's the question. Why do people get offended? Why do I not get offended? Sometimes I question myself, like, is it me? Is something wrong with me? I don't think so. Like someone could say all girls named Isabel are such like whores, and I would not give a shit. I can't stand Latinas. Okay. I don't know what it is. I have to Google it. I have to talk to my therapist. Maybe it's I don't know. Maybe it is self-love and self-confidence. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, for example, people made fun of my nose forever. I never even tried to contour it. I don't give a shit. And honestly, I shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna say this. Like, who cares? The people that made fun of my nose as a kid were trying to take advantage of me. Okay, so they were probably trying to like beat down my confidence, and that's how they were trying to get to me and be predators. You know what I mean? But yeah. So I don't know. Love yourself. I guess that's the point of this live. Love yourself, and when you hear something out there, really listen to it. Listen to the whole clip, and then see what you think. Listen for like context clues. Anyway, that's it for now. I have been missing you, just so you know. I hate, like, this whole week I've been wanting to go live, but it's hard. My baby, she's really like the captain of my ship. But I'll see you very soon. I think I'm going to talk about clothes that I recently got. I recently thrifted. And I think it's good to pull from my closet, but then it's also fun to show you what I just picked up, because it might have something to do with the weather or the time or some place I'm going, and something I might need to wear eventually. But yeah, I'll get back on here. I'll try to do it again tomorrow morning. I can't sleep because the weather is already changing. So it's really warm in New York these days. Like, it's been like 80 degrees. But oh, my baby's up. The rain is coming and my bones hurt, and so that's why I can't sleep. I'm gonna go, Mama. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna go. So thank you. I love you. Let me know what you think on the comments. Miss Chrissy, thank you so much for talking to me. Love you. 1 second, Mamacita.